Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. My Scrapbook.com creative team package just arrived and there are so many fun new products. I'll first show all of the products I received. Then at the end of the haul, I'll put together a card using some of the new items. And if you're interested in any of the products I show in this video, I do have links in the description box below. Most of the products I show in the video are available right now. Some of the products will be coming very soon. You can always check out the Coming Soon section on Scrapbook.com's website and sign up for email notification as soon as it's in stock. I'll start off with the new mint tape sizes. It's now available in 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. Great new addition to their previous 1 inch and 4 inch mint tape. Scrapbook.com's mint tape is one of my most used crafty items, so I love having 4 different size options available now. Scrapbook.com also has a tape dispenser that holds their 1 inch tape. You can also put their 1/2 inch and their 1/4 inch together on that tape dispenser. The next item is a new color in their glitter brush marker set. So we now have black. So this one is brand new and I'll show you how to use it when you first get one. You'll untwist the cap from the bottom, remove that little yellow ring, and you don't need that, you can throw it away. Then you'll twist the 2 pieces back together. Then you'll pull off the cap. To get the ink flowing, on the side of the marker it has the word press. So you'll press firmly here, and the liquid will start to come down and coat that brush. So once it gets flowing, it works beautifully. I'll scribble off some ink on some white cardstock, and now you can see it's really flowing beautifully. I'm trying to show this beautiful black glittery finish. There you can see it. So pretty. These are great for adding little accents to die cuts, or you could do a lovely black glitter splatter on the background. Be perfect for a night sky. The next item is probably the one I'm most excited about. I love new crafty tools. Scrapbook.com released their brand new titanium scissors. These are 7 inches in size. They're ultra sharp. Luckily, they do come with a protective cover. My favorite part about the scissors is the non-stick blades. So they're coated in titanium, making them rust resistant, and most importantly, adhesives and glue should not build up on the blades. So you can cut your foam, clear adhesive tape, all those fun things, and you don't have to worry about all that adhesive goop on your blades. The blades are also very strong, so you can use them for lots of different items, and they're designed for right or left hand use. Scrapbook.com has 2 new rub-on transfer sets. Christmas Animals 1 is on the right and Christmas Animals 2 is on the left. So they're very similar, but they do have different images and sentiments. Each set includes 2 sheets along with the popsicle stick. And these images are just adorable. If you still need to make some last-minute Christmas cards, I would suggest grabbing a couple sets. The images and sentiments are also perfect for making Christmas tags. I'll open up the Christmas Animals 2. I'm trying to show that the snowflakes and some of those tiny images have gold foiling on them, so they're super shiny. So you can see all the snowflakes, there's a couple tiny candy canes and some stars. And Christmas Animals 1 also has some of those smaller images with the gold foil. Now moving on to the die sets, I'll start off with some of the nested stitch sets. I've already shown the scallop frames, but I thought I would show it again along with the new stitched stamp set. Both sets include 5 dies and they cut out either the scallop frame or that postage edge frame. These are both great sets to have, perfect for card making. Next, I have a couple of Christmas die sets. There's Christmas ornaments on the right and Nutcracker and Ballerina set on the left. I believe the Nutcracker set is currently out of stock, so if you're interested, be sure to sign up to be notified when it is available again. But the Christmas ornament set is currently available, at least while I'm recording this voiceover. So here's a look at all the fun images you can create using the two die sets. I have one more Christmas die set. This one is Mini Christmas Village. So look at this adorable little village you can create using this set. And the nice thing about this die set, since it has all the little houses, you could use this for projects year-round. It doesn't have to be just for Christmas. There are 3 different sizes of houses. They're all under 2 inches tall. So you could put these on tags, cards, scrapbook pages, all kinds of different projects. The next die is an A2 card die, and it's called Bricks. So you can cut out this really fun brick frame, and you can also use all those inside bricks. So you could do one or the other or both. I think it would be fun to cut out that frame in one color and inlay just a few of the bricks for a fun accent. Scrapbook.com offers lots of their A2 card dies, and I think this is a great new addition. Next up are 3 nested die sets. There's nested 4-leaf clovers, nested eggs, and also nested stitched clouds. All 3 sets are perfect for spring cards. You can do some St. Patrick's Day cards, Easter cards, and the clouds are just perfect to use throughout the year. It's never too early to get started on holiday cards, and I already have some ideas using the nested egg set. The next die set I showed in a previous video, but it wasn't available yet, but it is now. This is the A2 pocket envelope die. It's simply one die, and you can use it to create a pocket for your A2 size card. It's not an envelope since it doesn't seal. At the very top, there's that notch, so part of the card will stick out. And if you're not mailing the card, but you still want to protect it and maybe decorate the pocket, this would be perfect. The final products I'm showing you are Scrapbook.com's brand new explosion boxes. They're available in red, white, and also Kraft. I kept one in the box so you can see how well it's protected when it ships from Scrapbook.com. So it's taped all nice and snug inside a regular cardboard box. I'll just cut the tape, open up this box, and now you can see the explosion box is safely wrapped with some bubble wrap. Scrapbook.com did their best to protect your explosion box. You never know what it'll look like when it gets shipped, but they did their best to protect it. It's fun to have the 3 different color options. I think I'll open the red. It'll be a little more visible on the video. So I'll set the other 2 boxes aside. There's a paper label around the box. Keep this, it's great for inspiration. So you can see what it looks like when it's opened. The same thing on the back side. On the bottom of the wrapper, it pictures all the different extra pieces that are included inside the box. I'll remove that paper label using the brand new titanium scissors. This is the first time using the scissors. I already love them. Also use the scissors to remove the plastic covering around the box. And I'm trying to be very careful not to scrape the outside of the box or accidentally cut this beautiful red ribbon. I have never used an explosion box before. I'm curious if you have. And if you have, did you make your own or did you buy a blank version similar to this one from Scrapbook.com? They look like a lot of fun and I'm excited to start decorating it. So now I have that plastic cover removed. You can see the box is all tied up in some lovely red ribbon. I'll untie that. Be sure to save that ribbon. You'll reuse it once you have the box all complete and you're ready to gift it. I'll set that ribbon off on the side. So now we'll remove the top of the box. Now currently the inside of the box is fairly stiff since it hasn't been completely opened. You can see there's a small box on the inside that's also tied up with red ribbon. And there's several little components on the inside, and these are the extras that were pictured on the bottom of the packaging. I'll set those aside for now, but I will show them here in a moment. So here's a look at the explosion box all opened. We have 4 hearts all in the corner. Then there's the flaps on the inside, 4 different rows. And there are 3 little pockets on each flap, and there's 3 different sizes. So they're slightly smaller as they go in. So you could add pictures, journaling, some decoration, pattern paper, maybe some die cut images, put something on the inside of every single flap. You could also add journaling cards, little notes, or gift cards inside each of the pockets. Here's a look at the tiny box that's included, and you could use this separately or you could pop it inside the full explosion box. And you could also decorate the mini size box. You could put pictures or images on the outside, maybe add some journaling or a sentiment, or you could just keep it as is. I think it would be pretty to use some of the gold or silver foil rub-ons from scrapbook.com and decorate the outside of the box, make it look like gift wrap. And here's a look at all the extra pieces. This first one I believe is called a waterfall. You pull on that top part of the heart and it opens up all the separate flaps. There are 3 of those included. Next is a fun fold mini card design. And there are 2 of those included. Next is this cute tucked card design. You add a little mini note or picture on the inside, and there are 2 of those included. Next up is this adorable birdhouse style card. This is super cute. So you could put a little image on the inside of that cutout circle area. There's 1 of these included. Then we have this fun little folded pocket. I was afraid to open it since I didn't think I'd be able to close it up again, but I folded it back together, no problem. There's 1 of these included. Then we have a similar design, but this one's a beautiful flower. Now this did take me a moment to open because I was afraid of ripping it. But once I figured it out, it opens very easily. So you can decorate the bottom of this, but I love how it opens up into this beautiful flower. You could put that note or possibly a gift card on the inside. I didn't pull one out to try it out. This next item is really fun. It reminds me of origami that my son would have made when he was younger. So there's all these different little areas where you could add messages and pictures. Here's what it looks like fully opened. And then it easily folds back together. And then here's a look at the final item that's included. It's a little accordion wallet. So you could put pictures, notes on there, and all of these individual extras should fit in some of the pockets of the explosion box. So this is really fun, and I love that scrapbook.com did all of the work, and you simply have to add the pictures, images, and notes. With all of the fun goodies, I had to make a card right away. I'll be using the Christmas Animals 2 Rub-on Transfer Set. For pattern paper, I'm using the new vintage pattern paper. I have the A2 size, but it's also available in 6x8. And I selected one of the new nested die sets, the Nested Stitched Stamps die set. So these are the main products I'll be using to make a fun and easy Christmas card. I pulled out one of the rub-on sheets from the Christmas Animals 2 set. I'm using the brand new titanium scissors. And as I mentioned, these cut beautifully, and I've only used them a couple of times so far. With scissors, you can tell right away if you're going to love them. And these just feel so nice. They cut beautifully, they fit well in my hand, so I know I'll get a lot of use out of them. May need to even pick up a couple more pair to put around the house. I cut out one of the images and also sentiments. the snow globe image, and the sentiment Silent Night, Holy Night. I'm adding the sentiment on some white cardstock, and I'm putting it all the way in the bottom corner since I don't want any of that white to be visible. To transfer the image, I'm simply using the popsicle stick that's included in the rub-on packages. I'll put some of that wax paper underneath the sentiment since all of the images and sentiments do have just a very slight border. It's clear, but I don't want to get it on my craft table. I'll apply even pressure with the popsicle stick and just slowly remove that plastic piece. That little bit of the rub-on border that's underneath the sentiment and on the left side, I'll simply tuck it behind with my fingers. Now I'll grab the pair of scissors and trim out the rest of the sentiment. For the snow globe image, I'm adding it on some of the brown pattern paper. This is included in the vintage paper collection. And you can use the rub-ons on dark paper. They seem to have a white base, so they do stand out and they're not translucent. And it's also fun that you can layer several of the rub-ons together. This is a larger image and there are other ways to transfer the image. I'm using the popsicle stick again, but I have shown in previous videos that you can run this through your die cut machine and that pressure will apply the rub-on for you. But it's also just as easy to use the popsicle stick. And even though this is a large image, it transferred very quickly. I didn't have any areas that tore. Scrapbook.com's rub-ons are really good quality. I'll be adding a frame around the snow globe. I'm using the Nested Stitch Stamps die set. This is the second largest size. I cut out 3 of them. The top layer is the same pattern paper, and the other 2 layers are just scrap dark brown cardstock pieces from my stash. I'll glue 3 of the frames together, leaving the pattern paper layer on the top. I wanted to add just that little extra dimension without using any foam. And paper crafters tend to have scrap pieces of cardstock lying around, so this is a great way to use those up. I'm using Scrapbook.com's Artiste glue. I've used mine so much that the label has worn off of my bottle. I have the ultra fine tip on my glue bottle. It's my favorite and I never take it off, but I always make sure to store the stainless steel pin in the cap. I'm gluing the 3 frames together on a cut down version of Scrapbook.com's white project grip mat. This helps keep all of that adhesive off of my workspace mat, since it's much easier to clean off the silicone mat. I'll layer the sentiment on the same dark brown pattern paper. That way it stands out against the pattern paper background. I'll just glue those 2 pieces together, leaving about an 1/8 inch border around the sentiment. So here's the pattern paper I selected for the background of my card. This is from the vintage paper pad. I've already attached it on a white card base, and this is an A2 size card, 4¼ inches by 5½ inches. Toward the bottom of the card, this is where I'll be adding the sentiment. I'm adding a 1/8 inch strip of some glitter paper from Scrapbook.com's Mixed Metals glitter paper pad. I'll put glue on the back of the sentiment and adhere it in the center right on top of that glitter strip. I didn't get it centered at first, but luckily there's a little bit of wiggle time before that glue fully adheres, and I'll just wipe away some of the extra. Now I'll add the image panel, and for adhesive I'm using Scrapbook.com's Deluxe Adhesive Roller. And I cut this panel just a little bit larger than the opening on the postage frame. I'll adhere the image panel down first, and to attach that postage frame, I'll put Artiste glue on the back of it. Then I'll center it right on top of the snow globe image. And you could use a different pattern paper for the frame versus the background, but I really like the look of the same color. I'll press the frame down firmly, And I will place a large acrylic block on top for some added weight, and I'll let that sit for just a few minutes while the glue dries. So there's my finished card. Super simple design, but I love how it turned out. The vintage look with the beautiful snow globe are perfect together. I did make 2 more cards using the same products. Here's the first card featuring 3 of the poinsettias. I also added some of the gold foil sparkles and stars in the background around the poinsettias. And on the very background of the card, I added some brown glitter splatter. And here's the final card. Cute little raccoon digging in his stocking, trying to see what Santa brought him. I put a Christmas tree on the left side. I put the Christmas tree on the left side, layered 3 of the presents in front. Added the sentiment Happy Holidays and 2 of the gold candy canes on the right and left side of the sentiment. All 3 cards were very easy to make. I love the new Christmas animal rub-on sets. I used the set number 2. Number 1 is also available, and both are super cute. If you're interested in any of the products I used in this video, I do have links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.